Welcome back to another Unboxing Wednesday, and today we've got two guys to go through. We've got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre poster, and we've got the blood version of the NECA Terrifier. So let's get right into it. Alright, so this guy right here is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre NECA Online exclusive poster series. Look at this guy. If you saw our post, which if you haven't seen our post, keep up with us on the community post tab. What are you doing? But we did post this a while ago that we've had this for quite a minute, and the original plan was to open it up, see what we've got. But then I got it and realized I don't really want to open it. I kind of like... because it's just kind of Leatherface here with the background, and we've got the words on the outside like the poster. And part of me was just like, you know, I think I want to keep this guy in the box because I think it looks so good and it's so clean. And I was so happy with it that I don't really want to take it out. So if you're wondering, hey, where's the unboxing of this video? It's not in this one. And this one will never be unboxed. It's actually going to go on the shelf just like this, which is why we waited to get another guy to unbox so that you guys wouldn't be too upset with us. This right here is the Terrifier Walmart exclusive, the blood-soaked version. This guy is insanely hard to find. There was one store in our area that carried them, and we happened to get the last one they had. So this is very hard to find. Very nice box. I really love NECA's boxes. I like that we have a little window here to see what we've got going on. You know, for more of a cheaper brand of figures, I think the boxes look really, really nice. So let's just go ahead and get right into this guy, and hopefully, crossing my fingers, it won't be nearly as hard as my Jaws figures that we tried to get out. It doesn't look like it will be, but let's just go ahead and see. I don't have my scissors today, unfortunately, so we're back to the classics here, and we're just gonna get right up in there. Okay, so far so good, thank goodness. All right, here we go, here we go. Let's see. It's always my favorite part. Here he is in all his glory. Look how nice. I do kind of not like how the background of this is so dark. So if you kept it in the black box with like the really dark red background and the blood, he kind of blends in. So I feel like this is one you kind of have to open. I know a lot of you aren't going to like to hear that, but you should probably open it. So let's just go ahead and pull this out. Just like that. Here's the background here, just in case you were wondering. Just a nice little bloody room. Nothing too crazy. All right. So this has a little insert on the top. So we can hopefully get off easy. Yes, there we go. Now he's open. So before we take the guy out, let's actually go through some of the props first. So we've got 6 different hands here to hold kind of, you know, all his various weapons. Down here, it looks like we have a knife. This, I cannot tell what this is. It kind of looks like a turkey baster, maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Or a thermometer. I'm not sure. Maybe an ice pick. There's so many things it could be. We've got a little scalpel here. That thing is teeny, teeny, tiny. A saw, a gun, which he only used in the first movie, so. And a drill. Like I said, the hands. We've got the hammer. We've got the axe. We've got cleaver, knife, that thing. Y'all know what it is. This is my favorite. Oh, tomahawk, that's what it is. This is my favorite. This is from the second movie when he puts all the scissors, all the little knives on a little 9-tail thing. And I love this one because it looks like it hurts every single time. So then we've got 4 different heads here. We've got the classic art smile. We've got sad art. We've got spooky bloody art here. Very, very excited, not as bloody art. This right here, we've got the head, which is kind of like the poster of the movie. He's kind of got like a little Halloween carved smile in him. Little brain. And of course, the doll from the first movie that he steals from the woman. Now, without further ado, let's take the guy out. Let's see what he looks like. So he's not bolted down in here, thank goodness. Here he is. Wow, look at him. The back is not bloody. So, in case you were wondering, no blood on the back, only blood on the front. Let's see, movability here. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. The clothes feel a little baggy, so they're a little bit kind of rubbery. Pretty good movement here. Not too, let's do the shake test. He's not moving. I think that's a good one. The head, not too bad. So this is a little separate part right here. So I guess you could take it off if you want to. I don't know why you would, but I guess you could. And then, yeah, I mean, he's got pretty good movement. It doesn't feel like it's going to immediately break in my hands like the Hooper did. I feel like that one was really flimsy. This one's pretty good. Let's see if he stands up. All right, hold on. All right, he stands up. That's a plus. I think he looks pretty nice. Look at him. I like it. Got a little rip on the shoes here. All torn up. I think it looks pretty accurate to the movie. We've got a little something else in here. Let's see what this is. I don't know if it's maybe a base. This is this a little secret piece? Is there a little secret piece in here? We've got a trash bag, everybody. Trash bag. Feels like there's something in the trash bag. I wonder if that's just to kind of have it prop up. Like so. I guess you can just kind of prop it against him. I think that's pretty cool. I didn't realize there was a trash bag in there. But Art is very famously known for his trash bag. Yeah, I'm thinking what this is just a little prop up in the bag so that it can kind of stand up, make it look more full. So, yeah, I think he looks really good. I like it. I like it a lot. I think, now, the hard part with this one is there's so many props. How do you want to display it? And honestly, with all the heads and everything, so I wonder, I'm curious about something here because it looks like only his face goes in. So it doesn't look like I actually have to rip his head off like the other ones. I think I might just take the little face here off and replace it with this one. So let's see if I can do that real quick. Okay, that was very simple. Hopefully this is just as simple going in. Just like that. Look how easy that was. Oh my gosh, can all of them do that? Because that was like the least stressful process I've ever had trying to replace a face. That was great. And then you can pick any face you want. Like, I think that's so cool. I like the bloody faces, but of course you've got the kind of classics here of just not as bloody face with the bloody body. But I mean, this guy's messy. You know, you think he's just avoiding his face? No. So I like this one. I like the very bloody one. The angry art is my personal favorite. He's very long. He's lanky. It's very movie accurate. I like this one. I like this one a lot. And honestly, I might just be displaying him with a little bag here because I'm a little afraid of these tiny little knives and scalpels in his hand. I feel like it would fall and I would never find it again. So I like this. I might just give him a little hatchet or something in his hand. I like this a lot, but I'm not quite sure how it would look in his hand. I think it might look a little weird. Just because physics-wise, I don't think that really works like that unless it was, like, over his shoulder, maybe. I think it's a great prop to have. I think all of these are really cool that you include them, especially in a figure of this price, especially in a figure that's only 40 bucks, that you've got all of these options. Like I said, I'm more of a classic display person. I don't need a ton of stuff on it, but I definitely love that there's so many options for kind of however you want to display him. All right, so we put a little knife in his hand, little hand swap out here. Super easy to swap out. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna break everything in him. This one's very smooth. Now, my weapons of choice for art would be either classic knife or, of course, the saw. I think the saw is probably the most famous weapon that he uses. I just think these would probably be the two that I would go with over anything else. Like I said, love that there's options. But some of these, I feel like, especially this one, especially this guy right here, would have to be in such a dynamic pose for it to make sense. Unless you just kind of had it, like, on the ground. That's kind of my other thing, is, like, I guess you could have him just surrounded by weapons. That is an option, because everything's bloody. So it's not like everything's clean and pristine. Like, everything has blood on it. So technically, I guess you could just throw them on the ground. You could probably also put some in this bag if you wanted to. I mean, there's so many things you can do. I, of course, like I said, I like the classics. I like the knife or the saw. I think those would be my choice. But all of these, they're very easy. You can pretty much pick whatever. I think this one would be a little bit difficult. Wait, can you... Hold on. I don't guess so. It kind of looks, if you can see that, it kind of looks like there's like an indent in his head. And I was wondering if you could put the brain in his head. But it does not look like that comes off, unfortunately. But this would be a cool one, maybe if he was holding it. That would probably be my other option here of weapons I would pick. Okay, so we put him in here with the saw. We tried to get this bag in one of his hands. I will say there's no like hand wrap or anything to be able for him to hold this. I could see maybe if you glued it onto a hand that could work, but I know, you know, a lot of y'all don't want to glue it. Some of these props are just very impractical. Like the brain, it looks fine. The head, I have no clue how he's gonna hold that. Same with this doll. Like the hands don't really fit like this. Like there's no like regular hand pose. It's just kind of like grabbing things or like one for like the little tiny props. So I think the big ones are really the ones you want to go for, like the saw or the knives or the hammer. I think those would look the best. And maybe you could glue the bag in his hand, maybe. But overall, I think classic art, go with the classic weapons with the blood on him. If you want to hold the brain, hold the brain. I think that's cool. But overall, I'm going to give this figure a huge thumbs up. I think this is really cool. Cannot wait to put it on my shelf and display it. It looks so nice. And yeah, let us know what other figures you want us to review. We love buying NECA figures, clearly. If you want us to do another Texas Chainsaw, that's not the one in the poster series and the one you can buy like this, let us know. Or if there's any other ones you want us to do, let us know and tell us what you think about this guy in the comments. And we'll see you next time.